morning, everyone. Happy Monday. And welcome to Chair Yoga. So let's get started. Start our week off right with some modified pranayama breathing. So you are going to interlock your fingers, place your hands underneath your throat. As you breathe in, your elbows go all the way up to the ceiling. And as you breathe out, your elbows come forward to touch and you look up to the ceiling. All right, are we ready? Let's get those fingers in place. Big deep breath in. Here we go. Elbows all the way up and breathe out. Breathe in. Get those elbows up to the ceiling. And breathe out. Breathe in. And out. Elbows come forward to touch. Deep breath in. And out. Last one. Big deep breath in. When you're at the top, take one more little sip of air. And out. Good. Bring your arms down, stretch it out. Okay, we got second set for our pranayama breathing. Interlock those fingers, place them underneath your chin. As you breathe in, you fill up your lungs with air and your elbows come all the way up to touch at the top. They don't touch, they just come all the way up at the tops of the ceiling. And as you breathe out, you look up and you keep your arms parallel to the floor and your elbows come forward to touch. All right. Here we go. Big deep breath in. And let it out. Deep breath in. Elbows come all the way up, 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 stretch. And breathe out. As your elbows come forward, roll your shoulders forward as well. Good. Deep breath in. Last one, big deep breath. Get those elbows up, up, up over your head. And breathe out. Good. Let's get into our first pose. We are doing our seated half moon. So you're going to take your left hand, grab the chair, send your right hand all the way up and over your head. Keep your legs and your bottom on the chair as you stretch over to the side. Last thing you're going to do is slide that left shoulder forward so you're completely forward facing. Good, come up. We're going to go to the other side. Right hand grabs the chair. Left hand comes all the way up over your head. Feel that good stretch. Really plant the left side of your body into the chair so you get that good side stretch. And then slide that right shoulder forward. Good. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to do that one again. Left hand grabs the chair, right hand is all the way up and over your head. Feel that side stretch. And now slide that left shoulder forward. Good, come up to the middle. Grab the chair with your right hand. Left hand goes all the way up over your head. Get that good stretch in your body. Slide that right shoulder forward and hold it. Beautiful. Sit up nice and tall. And we're going to move on to the next. We have our seated spine twist. Take your left leg, cross it over your right. Right hand grabs the chair. Left hand grabs the back of the chair, and you twist to the left corner. Good. Untwist. Uncross your legs. We're going to do the other side. Right leg crosses over your left. Left hand grabs your knee. Right hand grabs the back of the chair. Twist to the right corner. Remember, back is nice and tall. Not hunched forward, but nice and tall. Good. Untwist, uncross your legs, and we're going to get into our second set of our seated spine twist. So left leg crosses over your right. Right hand on the knee. Left hand, back of the chair. Back is tall, shoulders are back, and we twist to the left corner. Good. Untwist. Uncross your legs. We're doing the other side. Right leg crosses over your left. Left hand grabs your knee. Right hand grabs the back of the chair. Back is tall, and we twist to the right. Good. Untwist. Uncross your legs. All right, seated spine twist is done. Next, we are going to do our seated leg extension. So scoot forward on your chair a little bit. You're going to put your right heel down on the ground. Your toes are up to the ceiling. Two hands, one on top of the other. Go down and try to touch your toe as best you can. Remember to keep that supporting leg nice and strong. Don't let it go too far back behind you or too far in front of you. Good. Sit up. All right, we're going to do our left leg. Heel down. Heel down. Toes are up to the ceiling. Two hands, one on top of the other. You're going to go down and touch your toes, or your shoelaces, or your shin, or your knee. Just make sure those legs are straight and that you're really working towards your toes. That's the goal, but if you're not reaching it today, that's perfectly fine. But it's always good to have that intention of, oh, I really am reaching for my toes. That's where I want to be. Good. Sit up. We're going to do that one again. You always get a second chance to do these moves, so try to go a little bit further than you did the first time. Right heel down, toes in the air. 2 hands, one on top of the other, and reach for the toes. On this one, we're going to go a little bit further for the last 5 seconds. So push yourself just a little bit, even if it's just like half a centimeter. We only got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sit up. Nice and slow. No sudden movements. Let's go for the other leg. Left heel down, toes in the air. 2 hands, one on top of the other. And go down and touch your toes. Last 5 seconds, I want you to just reach a little bit further, just a tiny bit, because we only have 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Sit up. Slowly, slowly. Just go in that little extra half an inch, half a centimeter, whatever you got in you. That's how you're going to build more flexibility than you already have. So let's move on to our seated forward fold with our legs open. So you're going to open up your legs. Back is nice and tall. Arms come all the way up over your head. And all the way down, touch your toes. Look down at the ground and kind of use those elbows to push your knees out just a little bit so you get a really good inner leg stretch. And then look down at the ground. You don't want to be craning your neck up because it's going to put pressure back here that you really don't want. So look down at the ground. Good. Send those arms all the way up to the ceiling. And dive all the way down. Reach for your ankles. And then look down at the ground. Good. Slowly come up. Bring those legs together. Then we're going to move into our seated pigeon. So sit up nice and tall. Reach for that left ankle. Bring it up to your right knee. Supporting leg is straight underneath. Knee and ankle are in complete alignment, which means they're just one line, so you're not a little far back. You're not too far forward, right underneath. You're going to reach for the front of the chair. And the goal is to have your chest touch your leg. Now you'll notice my chest is not going to touch my leg, but I'm thinking about it. That's where I really want this to be. So think about it and go as far as you can go. Really feel that good stretch all the way underneath this leg. Use the chair to either hold you in place so you don't creep up, or use it to kind of pull yourself down so you get a little bit deeper stretch. Good. And sit up. Ankle comes down. We're switching it up, so make sure that this left leg is nice and straight. Reach for that right ankle, bring it up to the knee. Good. Lean forward, reach for the front of your chair, and then look down at the ground. Good. Sit up. Guide that ankle back down, and we're getting our second chance here, second set. Let's set it up. Supporting leg is strong. Reach for your left ankle. Bring it up to your right knee. Sit up nice and tall, because if your back is hunched over, you're not getting that full stretch. You really want, a nice straight back. Reach for the front of your chair and pull yourself forward. Look down at the ground. Good. And sit up. Switch ankles. Bring up your right ankle to your left knee. Lean forward and grab the front of your chair. And then look down at the ground. Good. Sit up. Guide that ankle back down. We are going into our warrior series. So let's put that right leg out to the side. So you scooch over to the side of your chair a little bit. Right leg goes out. Left leg is on an angle. Bent. Nice 90 degree. Bring those hands to heart center. And then straight up into the air. This is warrior one. We'll hold here for a few seconds. And then we'll take it into warrior two. Bring those arms down so they're parallel to the floor. And then look off to the right, or look off to your left. Just off the tip of your middle finger. That's where you want your gaze. Hold it here. Then we'll move into triangle. Hands come to heart center. Elbow comes to the knee. Right hand goes into the air, and then we look up at it. Big deep breath in. Out through your mouth. And change. Sit up nice and tall. Keep going to the other side. So scooch on over. Send that left leg out to the side. Right leg is at an angle now. Hands come to heart center. Straight up into the air. This is warrior one. Hold it here. Good. We're going to move into warrior two, which is our arms come down parallel with the floor. Look off to the right and hold it. Going into triangle, hands come to your heart center. Your elbow goes to the knee. Left hand is in the air, and we look up at it. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Good. Sit up. And we're doing our second chance at our triangle warrior series. So reset. Right leg goes out to the side. Left leg points on an angle. Heart center. And send those arms up. Good. Drop them down. Parallel with the floor, and then look off to the left. Hands come to heart center. Elbow goes down to the knee. Right hand goes up to the air and we look up at it. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Good, hands come to heart center. Sit up nice and tall. Let's do the other side. Scooch over to the other side of your chair. Left leg goes out, right leg is pointed at an angle. Hands come to heart center. Warrior one. Good, drop down into warrior two and look off to the right. Good, hands come to heart center. Elbow goes to the knee. Left hand goes up into the air and we look up at it. Inhale through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Hand comes to heart center and we sit up nice and tall. Good, bring those legs in. We're gonna do our revolved chair pose next. So knees touch, heels touch, toes touch. Hands come to heart center. You're gonna take your right elbow and tuck it on the side of your left leg. And then you're gonna look all the way over to your left. Keeping those hands in heart center and really feeling a stretch all the way on your shoulder blade, all the way into your back muscle. Good, sit up nice and tall. We're gonna switch it up. Take your left elbow, tuck it to the side of your right knee, and come all the way over, twist to the right. Good. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to go right into our second set. So just check in with yourself. Make sure your feet are touching, your knees are touching. Take that right elbow, twist, and tuck it behind your left leg. And look all the way over to your left side. Good. Untwist. Take that that left elbow, tuck it behind your right leg, and twist all the way over to your right. Make sure one of your knees isn't creeping forward. Good. Come up. And we're going to take it into our standing series. We have our downward dog. As always, if you want to stay seated for downward dog, just grab another chair in front of you, and you'll just place your hands on the top of the chair and follow along from there, okay? If you're going to stand, I'm going to move my chair so you can see better. You don't need to move your chair unless it helps you see better. Okay. You're going to grab onto the part of the chair you were just sitting on and walk your legs back. Feet shoulder width apart until you feel a nice stretch in the back of your legs. Then you're going to take your bottom and push it into the air. Then you put your head down so that your ears are by your arms. So your head, your arms, and your back should all be in one straight line. And we hold it. Good. Slowly walk back towards your chair. Stand up. Nice and tall. Just take a moment up here. We're going to get a second chance for this downward dog. Let's take it. Hands down where you were just sitting. Walk those feet back until you feel a stretch. Good. Then you're going to take everything and push it back. Last thing we're going to do is put our ears by our elbows and look down at the ground. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Walk up. Roll your back up all the way up to the top. All right, we're getting into our tree pose. Come over to the left side of your chair. Your toe is going to touch the ground. Point out to the side. And then decide where you're going to have your foot today. Is it touching the floor, on your calf, or on your inner thigh? It's never on your knee. So pick one of those. Bring your outside hand to heart center. Bring the other hand to meet it. Fully extended tree if you're feeling balanced. Good. Bring those hands back to heart center. And we're going to switch sides. So we're always going to start out holding onto the chair while we get in position. So point that outer toe. Bottom of your shoe slides up. Now we pick where are we at today. Hand comes to heart center. 2 hands come to heart center. Feeling super balanced. We're taking it into fully extended tree. And hold it. Beautiful. Come back. And we got our second chance at tree pose. Point that toe. Turn it out. Put it where you're going to have it today. Heart center with one hand. Heart center with the other. Ever feeling a little wobble, reach down for the chair. Should be right next to you. Feeling confident. Let's open it up. Fully extended tree. Good. Bring those hands back. And we'll do our right side. Right toe points to the ground, knee out. Bottom of your shoe comes up. Outside hand comes to heart center. Other hand comes to meet it. And fully extend that tree. Beautiful. Bring it back to heart center. And let's find our seats. All right. more poses left. We are going to do our cat-cow. So for your cat, heels touch, toes touch, knees touch. Grab onto the front of your knees. For the cat, you're going to tuck your chin and bring your shoulders all the way up. Try to touch your shoulders to your ears. Good. And then for cow, you're going to bring your shoulders down, open up your chest, and look up to the ceiling. Good. Let's try cat. Now let's add some breathing. As you come into cow, take a deep breath in. And as you go into cat, breathe out. Tuck that chin. Good. Cow, breathe in. And out for cat. Breathe in, look up to the ceiling. And out. Good. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to get a second chance at cat-cow. Readjust. Make sure your feet are touching, knees are touching. Grab onto your knees nice and gently. Let's breathe in and go into cow. Open your chest, look up to the ceiling. And breathe out. Tuck your chin for cat. Good. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in, look up for cow. Breathe out, look down for cat. Open up that chest, look up. And breathe out. Last one, deep breath in. And out. Good. Sit up nice and tall. We are doing our seated wind removing. So you're going to reach just under your right leg, just under your right knee. Pick it up, give it a hug. Make sure those elbows are in and tucked. The tops of your thigh should be touching your stomach. Good. Put that one down. We're going to go to our left. Interlock those fingers. Reach below your knee. Pick it up and give it a hug. Good. We'll switch last time. Fix that grip. Interlock those fingers. Reach below your right knee. Pick it up and give that leg a big hug. Good. Put that leg down. Other side. Get that grip. Reach below your left knee. Pick it up and give it a hug. that one down and go into our camel pose. So we are going to sit a little bit forward, sit in like the middle of your chair. So your back should not be touching, but you're also not right on the edge. So right in the middle, feet touch, knees touch. You're going to reach back behind you. Keep your feet planted. You're going to really open up your chest, send your chest forward, and then look up to the ceiling. Or if you can, try to look at the wall behind you. Sit up nice and slow. Bring those hands in front of you. If you were looking at the wall, take your time. This pose is so good, but it can be a little altering because you're kind of going upside down there. So take a moment if you need it. No rush. We're going to get a second chance. Reach back behind you. Grab onto the chair. Really open up that chest. Look all the way up, all the way to that back wall. And come back. Nice and tall. Sit back in your chair. We are going to do our final pose, which is our seated forward fold with your legs closed. So keep those knees and feet touching. You're going to send your arms all the way up to the ceiling. Dive down, nice flat back. Now slowly curl your back and then tuck your chin to your chest. So now your legs should be, or your back should be curved and not flat. Good. Come all the way up. Hands come all the way up to the ceiling. And dive down all the way. Reach for your ankles and tuck that chin to your chest. Good. Come up. Send your arms all the way up to the ceiling. Touch at the top and bring them down through your heart center. Excellent. We are going to end this yoga session this morning with a little bit of a savasana. So find a comfortable seated position. If you have room and are able, you may lay on the ground for this part. As long as you're comfortable, flip your palms up to the ceiling and then rest your hands on the tops of your legs. We're all going to slowly close our eyes and really try your best to keep your mind blank. Don't think about lunch that's happening in an hour. Don't think about what you're doing this weekend or what you did this weekend. Just completely try and have your mind be blank. And as always, don't forget to breathe. I'm going to slowly open my eyes. If you would like to stay in Savasana a little bit longer, you may do that. But I am done for right now. I'll see you guys back here at 1:30 for Uno workout. Thanks for watching.